Welcome everybody to Free Game with Cash. Today we're gonna be talking about some indie artist tips. Part 2. I got such good feedback on the last one, so I kind of wanted to go back in over this one. It'll be streaming on my YouTube channel after this live as well, just because it's a little bit of information that y'all might want to pick up and write down after this. Please go stream my new single, whatever. I want to say shout out to our sponsor, Drip King. DM me on any of my social medias to get a hold of your Drip King merch. We'll be doing a new rollout soon, so please stay in tune for that. But the first thing I want to say is, on this free game shit with this music shit goes, how it goes is, I know everybody hates this word or hate this app, but I want to say BandLab, because first of all, if you know what you're doing, you can get some quality mixes out of BandLab. And if you got the right equipment, if you want to invest a little bit in the equipment, then you can definitely get some at least capable enough to try to see what type of feedback you can get off of your social media following. Because who wants to be the artist that go ahead and jump off the porch and start spending $200-$300 at big studios, hundreds of dollars at mixing, and then hundreds of dollars in videos? You might not be really equipped for that. So some of the things you can kind of start on your own or start from the crib is definitely, I want to say, start with BandLab. It allows you to collaborate with people. It kind of teaches you how to mix. They got a couple different options to promote, couple different offers in there that you can kind of utilize as a starter artist. I definitely want to say, right after you get BandLab, learn how to master CapCut, because you're going to need to use some content. CapCut is going to make your content look way better, even if you have a low quality camera or you're working with a shittier smartphone. So CapCut will allow you to kind of tune and tweak some things, to add some captions under your reels and do some of those things that can kind of make your content pop a little bit more. I know a lot of these apps have features that you can upgrade your pictures on. Like I said, add some effects. You definitely want to do that, because everything now is about catching people's eye on social media. Like I definitely say, as well as using that CapCut, you gotta post frequently. Try to post you 2-3 times a day at least, even if it's once a picture with your music behind it. Doesn't always have to be a video per se, because people like different types of content. Some people might just want to see a picture with the words going across. Some people might want to see just a lyric edit video, and CapCut kind of allow you to play with all those things too, to go with your social media. I definitely want to say, get your music on Spotify playlists. There's a couple playlisting apps you can use. I suggest using curated ones, but there's definitely some playlisting options you can do, like dailyplaylist.com. That's a free service that allow you to get a certain amount of subscriptions every month, I believe, or every week to playlists. Just be careful about the playlist you submit to. You definitely want to submit it to like the Spotify curated list. If your friends aren't streaming your music, how else you gonna get your music out? Spotify, people think, is a streaming platform. It's also a social media platform. So Spotify allows you to share your music and submit your music to multiple different playlists. If you're not doing that, it's gonna be hard to kind of build a buzz other than your friends streaming your music or just word of mouth. So if you want to get some more growth and more reach, you kind of want to be getting on these playlists. However you have to do them. There's a couple different tricks. Like I said, daily playlist is a free one that you can use. There's some ones that you can pay for, but be careful of bot streaming. I definitely want to say, if you need to get yourself on podcasts, podcasting is like the new information wave. Like, it's kind of like how the new media. So like me personally, I would suggest reaching out to any of your friends that have podcasts, small ones, and then kind of go on. There's a website you can pay for, I believe, monthly, called Podmatch. So if you go on Podmatch, then you definitely can go on there and kind of find you some people that are like-minded to get you on podcasting, and they'll definitely spread the word too. Like, once you go on a few, they're good for content. Like, it's good for people to kind of get to know you and see you in a different way of just being an artist, because nowadays just people want to know more. Like, it's just, like I said, it's just not good enough to just be an artist dropping your music. You kind of want to be dropping it with reels, content, kind of give people a piece of your personality, because there's millions of us out here trying to rap now. Rapping and being an artist is very easy to kind of break your way into, as far as like recording music and having music. But I definitely want to say, get yourself on all sorts of podcasts if you can, as many as possible. They're great networking tools as far as that goes. Another thing I want to say is, Definitely get you album cover art maker because it just makes your shit look better. I think album cover art is the app in the Apple Music Store. I think you can use, like I said, the free service first, and if you want to pay to get kind of more tricky with the designs, then you can pay for a monthly service. I think it's, man, it ain't nothing but a couple dollars a month. I don't use it. I've been using some other stuff, kind of trying to, get a little better at it and challenge myself. But definitely starter to get yourself some album art, because when you drop these songs, you don't want to just drop them with your picture. You want to kind of look as professional as possible. What I'm learning a lot is a lot of these aesthetics are free, like as far as the look goes. So you just got to buckle down and kind of just make sure that you're dropping your music with the right look. I want to say this too. A lot of people get lazy. Drop on all formats. Like, I mean, I know people like theirs, have their preference, TikTok, Instagram, but it's free to upload to all of them. So I would definitely find what reels appeal to, what people on your platforms, and definitely upload every day to every platform. Even definitely start a YouTube channel, because that's a way for people to kind of see what you're doing. You have live features, you got all that, and that just kind of has a place to send people specifically for your music. So I definitely suggest be creative with your content and post on all formats. Um, Another thing you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to network, like hitting people up in their DM. I mean, what's the worst they're gonna do? Leave you on red? I mean, I reached all different people on social media, SoundCloud. I want to say SoundCloud's making a huge comeback. Definitely get your music on SoundCloud. It allows a lot. There's a lot of people up there just looking for indie artists and to connect with indie artists. Um, I definitely want to say, like I said, keep reaching out to people who are, I guess, have the same following as you. I'd say, like, if you're in 1,000 count followers, kind of try to reach people to that, or a little bit above that, kind of to reach out to collab with, even if it's to just see if they'll post your music. These social media trends are a bitch. Try to come up with yourself with trends. I had the Victor Cruz dance challenge that I kind of fell off of, but had a couple of people doing. Definitely viral is the key too. Like, try your best to go viral. Find your viral niche. Um, a lot of people like to post their music behind sports reels. Find kind of a little different niche to post your reels behind, as much content as possible. Um, Other than that, like I said, just stay consistent. I mean, we all know consistency is the key. It's not going to happen overnight. Um, the more ways you have of attacking your like fan base, it'll help you grow. Like I said, social media is going to be a free promotional fan base, but once you get a little bit more money, definitely reach to the blogs, any of the small blogs, DMV Viral. Fuses TV is a bigger blog, but there's bigger blogs to reach out to as well. Definitely get your music to the blogs. Like somebody told me, people play follow the leader. So if everybody's talking about you, then they'll seem to kind of tap in and see what you got going on. Um, but like I said, most of this stuff can all be done from your iPhone. I went and got me a mic. I went and got me a USB setup. A lot of this stuff can be done off a mic. I have a computer too. And I also, like I said, I go to the studio. Don't cheat yourself. But like I said in the beginning, if you're just trying to kind of get some tips about how to start off your career with minimal budget, man, your iPhone, BandLab, a pair of headphones, and kind of your fingers working the keyboard, or working the phone to try to connect and reach out as much as possible will definitely start a small push for you to see where your career could go. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are kind of worried about investing tons and tons of money into it. Like I said, the more you learn about it and the more you perfect your craft, and the more you learn to do for yourself, the least money you have to put in. Like I said, learn how to make yourself album covers, learn how to get yourself booked on podcasts. As far as shows go, I definitely recommend Facebook groups. There's a lot of Facebook groups that are just looking for opening acts, looking for people as long as you can show up there to get there. That'll give you a shot. If you're not able to actually get paid bookings at first, definitely do open mics. Open mics also lead to paid bookings, because let's be real, you're going to need to get on that stage. A lot of us ain't been on stage. So you're definitely going to have to perfect your stage presence, because that's where your money's going to be for touring and stuff like that. And if you're a shitty act on stage, nobody's really going to be wanting to be booking you. So I suggest definitely go to some open mics at first. Try to get yourself on any of those around your way, and that'll usually lead to at least having you some content and you performing. Um, I would definitely, like I said, them Facebook groups, create your own, if nothing else, so at least people know where to look, and that'll give you a bunch of people looking to check for your music or book you. And definitely, like I said, create that artist profile just to make it easy to direct people. So when they see you on social media, they know exactly what they're looking for, how to book you, where your newest release is at. Add those LinkedIn's. Like I said, any of these streaming services will definitely assist you in that. By that I mean DSPs like DistroKid, United Masters. I'm gonna have to do a little bit more research. I even found a free one that'll put your music up on social media for free if you don't want to pay for this subscription. But I definitely suggest it just because it makes it easier to say, okay, find my music wherever you like to stream music. That seems to be like the easiest thing for me. And never forget the act of shoulder tapping. Like whenever you go out in public, wear your merch. See, I try to wear my merch as possible. That's potential sales and clients. Um, Definitely, like I said, don't be scared to hesitate to tap people's shoulder if you hear them listening to music. Say check your music out because those are ground zero fans. Like social media builds fans, but don't be obsessed with your followers because what I'm learning, like I said, I learned another piece of game today is that I only have, I think, 200 followers on my artist profile on Instagram, but I got my reach is 7,000, 7,000 or better, and that's who's gonna be seeing my reels. That's who's seeing my stuff. So like, even if they're not following, that's another potential fan, another potential stream, and another person down the line who might buy some merch. So definitely, none of this shit's gonna happen overnight. Stay consistent with posting and making content. Social media gonna be your best friend, and utilize some of these apps in the app store until you can get kind of some money to charge up your career. So any more tips you're looking for, keep checking in with free game with cash. Once again, shout out to Drip Kings, our sponsor. Go stream my new single, whatever. And if anybody's looking to be a guest on the show, feel free to reach out to me or Bucks for Talk of the Town, which premieres a couple times a week, just depending on the guest. And then, like I said, keep tuning in to Free Game with Cash for more tips on life, free game for artists, and just definitely different things to pick up on as far as life. So